Hey everybody, it's Rob.
And Paul?
And you know what? We just couldn't resist. We're going to make another one-drop commander. We know that the red ones exist, but we have to make our own version to complete the Rhys cycle. So here we go. All right, Paul, are you ready to design one more one-drop commander?
Let's get into it.
All right, so we have Rhys in all the colors. If you haven't checked out our other videos, definitely go check them out. Let us know what you think about them. But we couldn't let our Rhys cycle go without making a red one. So you already have two options for one-drop mono red commanders. You have Zurgo and you have Norin. So let's make a Rhys in the Rhys. So when we talk about the Rhys cycle that we're making, it's a one-drop, it's a 1/1, and it has two abilities. One that costs 3 mana, and a second ability, a bigger ability that costs 6. So,
and both require the card to tap.
Yes, you can't be too crazy with your one-drops.
Right.
So what would be some fun abilities to put on a red one-drop?
I mean, what does red do? Burn.
Burn, right? You have to burn. So it's just like Rhys the Pyromaniac.
It's kind of hard too, because now that we're talking about it, I feel like Jaya from Time Spiral is pretty similar to that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jaya. She had the Incinerate. She had the
red elemental / pyroblast. And she had
Inferno.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have some big shoes to fill.
We can't go there. We can't use that part of red.
Okay, so make elementals? So kind of like a Raka?
That works because, I mean, some of these other Rhys's have made tokens, so.
Okay, so to fit into red, it has to be, do you think it has to be a token that has to be exiled at end of turn? So could it make a 3/1? 3, tap, make a 3/1 elemental with haste.
Yeah, a 3/1 that exiles at end of turn. I think that's fair. It's an elemental.
Yeah, elemental.
Yeah.
All right, so that seems safe for its first ability.
Yeah.
6 mana. What could it do? Pay 6, tap. Craziness.
Yeah.
Target creature gets +X+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Make 1 angry creature. Should we give it trample as well? I mean, if we're giving it +X+0 for 6 mana.
That's a lot, yeah. So I think trample would be good.
So kind of like a little Kessig wolf run.
Yeah. I mean, 6 mana is a lot, and you have to have a bunch of creatures in play. I'm feeling like, can we give it first strike too?
First strike and trample?
Or some kind of thing, because just so +X+0 and trample, where X is the number of creatures or elementals. Which one did we?
Number of creatures.
Creatures? That's better. What about, 6 tap, target creature gets +X+0 and trample, where X is the number of creatures you control. After the damage step, end the turn. So the token sticks around.
Oh.
And ending the turn is a kind of red thing. We've seen that on red cards before.
Interesting. So you have to sacrifice your second main phase in order to keep the token.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is it worth it's interesting, but who cares about the token?
That's very short-sighted. Doesn't that fit into Red's color pie? It's now. I'm not thinking about the future. I'm just worried about right now, the moment. Live in the moment. Ooh. After your combat step, end the turn.
But now you have to add, you can only activate this ability on your own turn, right?
Ooh, true.
Otherwise, no. Because you could technically do it on someone else's turn, and you steal their second main phase, but they could see it coming.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Is that too much for a 1-drop? I can warp your turn for 1 red mana. You know what? Okay, so let's keep that, but let's say you can only activate this ability when you could a sorcery.
Okay.
So that way you could only do it during your main phase 1.
That sounds good. Okay.
So can we start from the top? Let's flesh that out. Let's lay that out.
Okay. So this is Rhys inflamed when he fell down a volcano and became like an elf elemental.
There we go.
1 red. He's a 1/1 red and 2 tap. Make a 3/1 elemental token with haste. Exile it at end of turn. Also 4 and 2 red tap. Rhys inflamed. Target creature gets +X+0 and trample, where until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Activate this ability only anytime you could play a sorcery, and it's a 1/1.
And it's a 1/1. Does that work?
I think so.
Oh, wait, does it permanently keep the? It doesn't keep the +X+0.
Oh, until end of turn. Yeah. Gotta add that in there.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. I'm not feeling. I like the first ability. The first ability seems fair. Okay, so like the original green Rhys cared about the number of creatures you had, and then you made more copies of those creature tokens. But red so much doesn't care about the number of creatures you have unless like you're in a goblin deck. But red does care about its mountains. So what if Rhys the Inflamed had the ability pay 3, pay 2 in a red, tap, make a 3/1 elemental with haste, exile at end of turn. And then for the big boom, pay 4, red, tap, make X 3/1 elementals with haste, where X is the number of mountains you control. Because he's a 1-drop, so he'll make like 1 elemental in the beginning. And then when you get up to 6 mana, he'll be able to make 6.
That's cool.
Elementals.
I like it.
There you go. Red loves its mountains.
Yeah. And seems like you love elementals from the series of videos.
I do. And you know why I love elementals? Because they're not human. And they're not elves.
No, they're not.
So is it okay to keep Rhys as... Because it can't be a red elf. I don't know how many red elves there are in Magic. Not counting changelings. I caught that.
Never count changelings.
Never count changelings.
Never count
So
them.
could this be... I don't want it to be human either. So could it be an elemental? Could it be...
It could be an ashling.
An ashling? Oh, ashling. I miss ashling. I wouldn't mind seeing ashling again.
Yeah. Does that work? I mean, ashling likes elementals.
True.
So...
And burning people and hurting.
Right. For sure.
All right, so our Rhys will be an iteration of ashling.
For your mono red nano captain deck, you get to play ashling elemental mama. Tear some people up with some elementals. We did it.
We did it. Yes.
Okay.
The cycle is complete.
that's one. Wrap that up. Put a bow on it. Put that under the tree. Because we did it. Okay, Rob. That's enough for this one. I will see you in the future.
All right. Bye.